Today, live on CNN, we traveled through the past to talk about the Cold War. We want to interview Stalin, and then later in the show, we have General MacArthur. Stalin is here from the USSR, and during the Cold War, he wanted to spread communism. Mr. Stalin, would you be able to answer some questions for us?
Yes, I'll be very happy to.
Okay, Mr. Stalin, what was the Cold War to you?
Well, it was just an arms race, and all that was on the verge of war, and, you know, if you want, you can just basically call it a brinkmanship.
So no one ever got into war?
Yes, there were definitely no shots fired.
Well, during the Cold War, you wanted to spread communism, right?
Yes.
So you need to have an alliance, not just yourself because you wouldn't be powerful enough, correct?
Of course.
Who did you have in this alliance?
Well, there were a lot of countries involved and created a thing called the Warsaw Pact. And the countries that were in it were Poland, Romania, Hungary, East Germany, Bulgaria, Albania, Czech Republic, and the USSR.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
During the Cold War, you also blocked off Berlin, which we call the Berlin Wall.
Yep.
How effective do you think that was?
Well, it wasn't effective at all because the Berlin Wall was supposed to basically stop all the delivery from the U.S. so they wouldn't bring them essential supplies, and it just didn't do any work.
Okay, for my last question, what do you think? Sorry, let me rephrase this. How many countries did you estimate would be inside the Iron Curtain in the end?
Well, you know, as a dictator, I always wanted to be in control of everything. So I wanted the whole world to be communist, and there would be no Iron Curtain to separate anything.
Okay, thank you. That was your interview.
We're live on CNN, and I'll be your reporter, Justin Dudley, and I'm here with
General MacArthur, sir.
How you doing today?
Doing pretty well. How about yourself, sir?
I'm doing good, thank you. Would you mind if I ask you a few questions?
No, sir.
Alright, what are your goals for the U.S.?
Goals for the U.S. is to stop communism. Who's why we're going to stop communism? Because communism is bad.
Yeah, you wouldn't want that to spread to other countries.
No, that is bad. That's why we came up with the domino theory. The domino theory states that if one country becomes communism, all the other countries around it become communism. And then it will spread all over the world. And we don't want that because communism is bad. We are the land of the free, the USA.
Yeah. What are the global strategies for the Americans?
Global strategy is the Marshall Plan. The U.S. came up with the Marshall Plan, a program proposed by the Secretary of State, George Marshall, in 1947, under which the U.S. supplied economic aids to European nations to help to rebuild after World War II.
Okay. And what do you have for military strategy?
Well, our military strategy is to persuade other countries to become, you know,
more independent.
Yes, thank you, sir.
No problem. How will the media help stop communism?
Well, the media is, you know, the media will make communism look bad because, you know, it really is bad. Because no one wants communism in their country. Everyone wants to be independent and free, you know? We don't want to be like anarchy. We just want to be, you know...
And by the way, sir, I like your makeup.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, if you could stop communism, how would you do it? Sorry for your technical difficulties. We're back. And how would you stop communism, sir? Nuke them.
Yes. Nuke the USSR and all of its allies. Kill them all.
Kill them all.
Destroy all communism. Because communism is bad.
Leave no witnesses.
No witnesses.
Kill them all.
All.
Pretty good, sir.
Yes.
And I have a few more questions for you.
Yes. Go ahead.
Fighting in the war and all, How did you get through the nights?
Fighting in the world, it was rough. World War II was rough. But you know we got through it. After Japan bombed us, Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, Pearl Harbor, that was tragic, man.
Yes, it was. We got through it. And we destroyed those nasty
Some call it a
bastards.
conspiracy.
It's not a conspiracy. Conspiracy my ass. It's not a conspiracy.
I'm gonna have to ask you to lower your tone in my office, sir.
Lower my tone.
Did I stuck daughter? Now about the communists. Would you call them liars?
Yes. I'll call them liars. We don't like communists.
Hey! Communist is the way to go.
Stalin?
Are you calling me a liar?
I'm calling you a truther.
Oh, I'm gonna get out of this.
Hey! Put that gun!
Hello, I'm Mayor President. We're back on CNN with a very special guest, the one and only General MacArthur. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking.
No problem, sir.
Okay, General, we have a little problem in the future, and we need your advice or opinion on what we should do because this problem we have is similar to the one the U.S. had after World War II with communists. Now, can we ask you a few questions?
Yes, you can.
Okay, now before I ask you these questions, I'm going to tell you the problem the future U.S. is having, if you don't mind, sir.
Not at all.
Okay, well, on September 11, 2001, the U.S. was attacked by terrorists from the Middle Eastern in New York City and Washington, D.C. They crashed 2 planes into the World Trade Center and 1 plane into the Pentagon. Sadly, thousands and thousands of your fellow Americans died. Now, they tried crashing 1 into the White House, but there were a few brave Americans that didn't let that happen and took over the plane and tried landing it in Tennessee safely. But unfortunately, they couldn't, and they crashed it.
Wow, that's horrifying.
Yes, it is. Now, my first question to you is how do we stop terrorists from spreading because we are afraid that we may have a second domino theory?
Personally, I would send troops to the Middle Eastern and have them hunt down all the terrorists they can find and kill them all. And every ones we don't find, we should just nuke the countries because we can't target all of them and we just need to nuke the country.
Thank you, sir, for your time.
No problem. It was nice talking to you.
You too, sir.
Peace.